real shit, yo.
Butterfly in the sky.
Come on.
I can go twice as high.
Let's get it on.
Take a look
Nigga.
in a book.
My nigga.
Reading rainbow.
You think it's a game?
I can go anywhere.
Suck my dick.
Friends to know.
My nigga.
Ways to grow.
Nigga.
Reading rainbow.
Here we go again.
I can be anything.
Same old shit. What?
Take a look
Nigga.
in a book.
My nigga.
Reading rainbow.
This is the shit I be talking about.
Reading
You think it's a
rainbow.
game? You think it's a real game? What you really want? What you really want? Ride or die.
And that's how we open.
Yeah.
I just got sent that by some dude me and Big Tone work with. But anyways, welcome back to the BigSin podcast. I'm your host Sinji. With me, Big Tone son over here. And
We would have put out an episode last week, but
shit happened.
yeah,
Can't blame anyone.
Yeah.
basically.
Can't you know it happens. This guy, he was in it a lot more, but he's got to go right all day. We won't say why because that's gonna open a bunch of uncomfortable jokes that it would be funny for him to go
I
on.
think with the intro, you've gotten enough shock and awe for your intro.
Basically.
that was
yeah.
fire, bro.
Yeah.
That was heat.
Yeah, a fire for sure, like a dumpster fire.
There's no better way to start the day than DMX. Sorry.
Yo, word up. My man just had Wendy's, shameless plug. Yo, show the bottle. Show the cup. Show the cup.
Best hangover food ever.
We trying to get sponsorships
Honestly,
out
though, yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
Wendy's
it's
is
little-
awesome hangover food.
Yeah. So, real quick, let's give. I'm sorry about last week. You know, we had a whole 2 hours or so, and the audio didn't record. But I want to thank everyone who watched our last video. I'm gonna pull up how many views we got right now, cause you know, hopefully we entertained everyone. It looks like we clocked out in 2 weeks
Alright,
at
so recently there was an interview.
69 views.
Alright.
Nice.
Nice.
Not bad at all.
Thank you everyone who watched and supported, liked, and subscribed. We got a couple followers on IG, random people I don't even know. And he's out. Deuces. And the camera's over here. I'm looking at the laptop. And yeah, if you enjoyed, share with your friends, family, anyone who thinks you might enjoy. You know, we appreciate any amount of support we get. We're trying to make this as entertaining and as genuine and what's the word I'm looking for? Genuine. What's the
I don't know. I'm not in your head, sir.
This man puts words in my thoughts every other time when I need help. Anyways,
I'm hungover. Shit.
yeah, he's hungover. That's why he had Wendy's. I want to do a couple shout-outs real quick. Ryan Champion and Carrie Lee just had a baby boy. Baby boy, right?
Yes.
Baby boy.
Beautiful baby boy. Grayson.
Grayson.
Congratulations.
Yo. My man laid pipe and came out a little white Ryan. He's not going to be able to deal with me today. He's too hungover. I'm going to be carrying this episode.
Basically.
Another shout out to our first guest, Sean Rock. He's getting his breathing holes cleared. Had a little bump, right? Little bump.
Yeah, a little setback, but he's doing good.
Just I saw him post on Facebook. He's alright. He's comeback game strong. Without further delay, topic of no.
Hold on, before we
delay?
continue,
Delay.
would like to say R.I.P. Kobe Bryant, Gigi,
Yo.
everyone else that was in that helicopter. We actually found out. Well, yeah, we found out right after we finished recording the episode last week.
It was supposed to get put up, but you know, no
Yeah.
audio.
But yeah, you know, we're not going to spend too much time on that. R.I.P. everyone that was in the helicopter, and hopefully their families find a way to keep pushing forward. Go ahead, Sonny.
Good guy, Tony. Good guy, Tone. Big Tone.
I'll try.
You know, hungover still being considerate. So, topic of this week. Let's start the timer so we don't end up with 2 long episodes. Because we're we've listened to the people. You know, this is gonna be in parts instead of like 3 hours right off the bat, just in one video. We're gonna try to section this off. We have 30 or 40 minutes, between 30 and 40 minutes to cut off a topic. The topic this week is movies. We're gonna do genres, maybe. You know, we're just gonna see how it flows. We're gonna go this organic as possible. Organic. That's the word I was looking for. Organic.
Pesticide free.
Yeah. Listen. Should we try to recap what we missed last week? What they missed last week?
No.
No? You don't think so? No? Let's just go through it.
Let's just get through it.
What do you want to hit first?
Let's start with horror.
Horror? Oh man.
This could
Man.
be
That's like an endless topic, man.
basically.
That's like an endless topic. All right, so you want to do favorite horror of all time right off the jump, and work our way into something else?
Favorite horror movie of all time.
All time. You know what? I'll do you better. Not favorite all time, but horror movie that did the most damage to you as a kid.
Did the most damage to me?
Yes.
I honestly can't think of one.
I'll give you.
I'll explain why. Because apparently when I was younger, like first 3 years of my life, I lived with my aunt, and she told me we used to watch horror movies all the time. Obviously, I don't remember that shit. I was 1, 2, 3 years old, whatever I was. So growing up, I actually did not like horror movies. I was scared to death of them. Did not want to watch them. But I did like Child's Play. I did like It the miniseries. But all that other shit I wasn't watching. I did not want to watch it at all. So if you want to say which horror movie impacted me the most, all of them, because I didn't want to watch them.
Oh man. You know what? To this day, I think The Grudge scared me the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just. I never wanted to watch that movie alone. I'll watch any scary movie you tell me about alone, and I'll probably won't even be scared of it. Maybe if they have a jump scare, I'll get startled a little. You know, surprising sounds. That's cheap. That's a cheap scare. It doesn't count.
You know what? The Grudge really.
Yo, she's so fucking creepy.
The Grudge did a number on me. I remember after I saw that movie, I'm talking to this girl on the phone. Some girl that lived up in Tuckerton or whatever. I'm talking to her on the phone, and as we're saying our goodbyes, I hear that weird freaking noise, that crap on the phone. I'm like, yo, stop playing. She goes, what are you talking about? I said, yo, don't fucking play with me right now. She goes, I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, click.
Click.
And I went right in my room, closed the door, and curled up in a ball in the corner. I did not leave all night.
Yo, you wanna know what probably? So I have two instances that like would be considered supernatural, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
One was terrifying. One was just like, what the fuck is going on? But one was terrifying. I'll start with the easier one because you always gotta end with a good story. So I grew up in Newark, New Jersey. You may have remembered a lot. I may have mentioned it in the first episode. I lived in what was considered the most dangerous projects in the city at the time. You know, a lot of people who grow up in different generations have their different opinion on which hood is more gangster, whatever. So, scary movies. I've always loved scary movies. They're best watched in the dark by yourself. That's when you'll really, test how good you are with scary movies. By yourself in the dark. I watched The Haunting of Connecticut 2 and Paranormal Activity either 3 or 4 back to back. I don't know which Paranormal Activity was out at the time. But it was a Paranormal Activity movie and a Haunting of Connecticut movie. Back to back. Dark, middle of the night. It's probably summertime. By myself. And I go to bed watching these movies. So I go from the living room to my room, go to bed, decide to go to sleep, whatever. And the weirdest thing happened. You know, I started hearing the chairs in my dining room move.
Mm-hmm.
And like the washing machine, which was in our dining room, inside, because like we had to drain the water, and the only place to do that was like outside the window into the grass.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully no kids were like under there whenever we were washing clothes. And I heard the lid to the washing machine slam shut. Mind you, when I went to check on it, because you know I had to do the white girl thing and check on it, the chairs were all flipped on top of the table, and the washing machine thing was, the lid was open. So I'm like, yo, something's fucking with me. But at the time, because of the first experience, you know, if you're not that extreme, I'm not going to care. I just no-sold it and just like went to sleep, deal with it tomorrow, whatever. The story that probably freaked me out of my specific relative that lives here goes this. My mom went to go clubbing or whatever with some family and left me at, I want to call her my aunt. For the sake of the story, let's call her my aunt. I think she's my cousin, but I'm going to call her my aunt. Left me at my aunt's house with my cousins. My aunt had a habit of just like locking her door upstairs and like doing whatever she does. We'll get to that later in the story. And it was in the middle of the night, and we got a phone call. Like at this point, the lights are off. It's dark outside. We got a phone call. Picked it up. All you heard was breathing. Like, and she's like, "Hello, hello." Click. Happened again. Phone ring. Click. So we're like kids. We're really young. We're like probably a little freaked out by that. You know, we call my mom and my cousins, and they're like, it's probably some dude messing, prank calling him. And they hung up because, you know, they're clubbing. What do they give a shit? Yeah. So, we try to go upstairs and tell my aunt, which is something to them at that point, my aunt, and she just yells at us to go back downstairs, doesn't even open the door, blah, 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 sends us to the room. I'm like, okay, whatever. We're still up. We don't break night because we're kids, and kids try to stay up as late as possible. We hear a barking dog outside her window, like just near the stairways to go up to her door. We go look at the dog, right? And this dog, I shit you not, was cut in half. This dog had a front side and no backside, and like a trail of blood behind him. And like all of us saw this. So we all ran back across the other side of the house, back into the bedroom, and like if you look, you know, like those houses have the heaters on the floor, like a base.
Yeah, yeah.
You kind of saw what looked like blood oozing from the heater. Yo, I didn't go to sleep that night. Scariest fucking night of my life. You know what I think happened that night? Later on, I found out, my mom told me that my aunt was into some dark shit. Spanish people called it Santa Maria, and apparently she was into that shit. You know, she had long nails, she had creepy Japanese-looking masks around the walls. Freaked me out. Here's why I think it was true. What really happened. She was probably doing something upstairs, summoned some shit. Now I'm haunted for the rest of my life. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I can't doubt that. No, what is the scariest thing that's ever fucking happened to me? Okay, so it's like, oh my god, I can't even. 13 years ago, me and my homeboy were watching another friend's house, and the guy I'm watching the house with, he goes to school. I'm downstairs sleeping. So I hear front door open. Someone runs up the stairs. I'm like, yo, you home? No answer. Yo, man, what are you doing? No answer. So, all right, whatever. So I'm thinking he's just maybe using the bathroom or whatever. All of a sudden I hear, brrr, BAM! Front door just slams closed. So I jump up and I run to the window I don't see anybody. I was like, okay, I'm not staying in this house by myself anymore. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, man. There was another instance. It scared me to like a jump scare. But like at a certain point in my life when I lived in Newark, I really thought I was haunted because something kept fucking with me, and it was getting annoying. Like it was always when I was trying to sleep. So like, you know when you see like a movie and like you see like you can't see a ghost or whatever, but you can kind of see it sitting down when they look at the whatever they're looking at. It's like it's right there. You know, you see its ass print. So one night, because you know they say like when there's a spirit around, you get like a chill. You know, you pass it, it's really cold. There was one night, at this time my baby sister liked to sleep in the room with me. So there was this one night like I felt like I thought I heard something in my room. And at this point I already had some like experiences with like other things happening. This was well beyond that moment at my aunt's house. And I believed in spirits and things like that, and like I believed in like that type of shit. So hearing something in my room that's clearly not me and clearly not my sister's knocked the fuck out next to me. I'm like, yo, is there something in here? So mind you, I was also watching Paranormal Activity movies, and like I saw like the one movie with the baby, it went after the baby or whatever. So I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretend I'm still sleeping, but I'm gonna casually try to roll over and like cover my sister. And like the whole motion from here to here was nothing but chill, like a cold spot, right? So like I'm still trying to play it off, right? I turn over to my side a little, and wouldn't you know, whatever motherfucking spirit was there, I don't care who you are, sat on me.
Oh, shit.
I felt an ass print go into my stomach, bro. I was like, what the fuck? So I tried to ignore it until it went away eventually. I ignored it, then I went to sleep. Another night, I think I was sleeping alone at this point. I hear something in the room, and I ignore it because it's whatever at this point. I can't do anything about it. I ignore it, so I'm laying down. Out of nowhere, I'm about to, this is on the verge of me falling asleep. Yo, I woke up so fucking fast. I'm like, what the fuck just hit me, bro? What the hell? I was convinced I was haunted.
Damn. Well, this one isn't really scary, but this one I actually woke up crying from this one. Back in 2018, my grandmother died.
R.I.P.
She was, me and her were really close. So when she died, that really affected me. It still does to this day. So I want to say it was a couple months ago, maybe during the summer, I had this dream where I was over somebody's house, and I guess cousin, uncle, somebody came home, put a gun to my head and told me to get out. So I left. And I ran to go hide. And I see this, as I'm hiding, I see, this woman comes walking up to me, and it's my grandmother. And she, picks me up, and I actually had a conversation with her, whatever. And I remember she told me, the last thing she said to me was, no matter what's going on, everything's going to be all right. And then I woke up and I was in tears. So I mean, it's not scary, but to me it was creepy.
I mean, and this happened like not too long ago, right? I want to say like your life has been heading in a good direction since the dream. Like things have been looking up, right?
No comment. Back to movies.
All right, so we did most impactful time with some segue there, some off-topic rant. Do you want to go through a top 5 series?
Series.
Like overall series, like the Halloween series.
Oh,
the-
okay.
Of
All
horror. We're still on horror.
See, because I'm like almost like a newcomer to horror, so. See, I really didn't start getting into horror until after my son was born. And I don't know why, this fascination with horror just started to hit me. But, I guess you could say Child's Play. I've seen everyone except for Seed of Chucky, and I kind of refuse to see Seed of Chucky. Remake, I didn't really like too much. I hate how they kind of took the spiritual aspect out of the movie, and it's all about electronics, so it's like some Terminator-esque type shit.
I was about to say the Seed of Chucky is better than like the Chuckies they've been putting out recently. I heard the Kodo Chucky was good, but I didn't watch it.
It was good, and even the one before that was really good too. It was creepy as shit.
Curse of Chucky?
Yeah.
Where
yeah.
like he was like, he had like almost like makeup on, like a fake skin over his skin, and like when he took it off, it was like the creepy him.
I think so. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen it. See, we got that. I guess you can go Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen all of them either. Probably seen. I can't even say I've seen majority of them. I've seen the first three, and then after the third one, I basically just like, yo, fuck this. This movie's not that good. I saw Jason Goes to Hell, and then I saw the Friday the 13th remake from 2009. And I saw Freddy vs. Jason or whatever.
That was a good movie, man. I wanted a second one.
Yeah.
It ended with like the idea of a second one can be done.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I smell
what's
this
the
dude's
next one?
fucking Wendy's, bro. I swear. I'm gonna go to Wendy's today. I'm gonna blame him. I don't even need to. I have leftover pizza.
The third one I would say is, I guess you might as well just go Freddy Krueger. I haven't seen all of them either. I haven't. I seen the first one. I think the second one, A New Nightmare, and I saw the remake. And I'm a newcomer, so
He's getting there. He's getting there.
I should say Halloween. I seen the first two Halloween. I was going to watch the third, and I was like, I've heard so many different
Opinions about it?
Yeah, and Michael Myers ain't even in it, so whatever. I did see the first Rob Zombie remake, which and a lot of people hate it.
It was good to me. I liked it.
I just like the brutality of it.
My man stomped him out, bro.
And I did like 2018's Halloween. I did like that one. Really did. I watched it like 6 times in like one day. Last one, I would say it has to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I did see the original one. I saw bits and pieces of the one with Matthew McConaughey. I saw the remake. I saw Texas Chainsaw Beginning. So there's maybe like 2 or 3 I haven't seen. But like I said, I'm a newcomer. I'm still trying to catch up. How about you, sir?
All right, so I'm gonna try to put in some different names in there. I like this. You know, it's not really horror as much as like a thriller mystery. I like the Scream series.
Yeah, I do really like this.
I like almost all of the Scream movies. I forget which one I didn't really like that much. It was kind of stupid, but I like all the Scream series. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, man, it's a good it's a good movie. It's a good movie series, good movie, good character. Leatherface is pretty. I like the It series. I don't necessarily agree with how the remakes came about, but I remember being a kid and being afraid of going near draining sewers, the sewer drains, and I was also scared of the shower because there was this one scene in I don't know if it was the miniseries
Yep.
where like he comes out of the drain and kills whoever's in the shower, and I was just like, bruh.
Fun fact.
No.
That was not in the book.
That was not in the book?
No.
I wouldn't know because I don't read books.
So you know in chapter 1 where that homeless dude chases Eddie?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's in the book. That happens in the book. But they had to switch it up. You know, just back in like 1990, 1991 when the miniseries was made. So they had to switch it up. They had to switch a lot of things up because the book is absolutely brutal. Brutal. I mean, what? There's a freaking... They gangbang Bev. There's where Patrick Hochstetter basically jerks off Henry. The kills are vicious. So yeah, there's a lot they had to change. But even like that shower scene from the miniseries, that is probably one of my favorite scenes in any horror movie. I love that scene. It's so that is a creative ass scene. It was very creative. Continue.
That scene scared me. I was scared to take showers. I think I was so young. Like for a while, I thought I could get away without taking showers. Needs to say it didn't last long. The shower be on for like 2 minutes. I come out dry as fuck. It didn't last long. All right. I did Scream. I did It. Did I do something else?
Texas Chainsaw.
Texas Chainsaw. I enjoyed another one that's not that scary, but I enjoyed the Jeepers Creepers series. I'm just trying to keep them different here. I enjoyed the Jeepers Creepers series. I like the whistle. I just like whistling along with them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Those movies are whack.
They are. But I enjoyed them. I was a kid, man. I just saw the creepy face, you know.
Which one? Was it the third one where...
There's a third one? Holy shit.
You didn't know?
No.
Oh, shit. Well, then I can't even ask you that.
Yeah, I'm not going to know the answer.
Well, I did see the second one. The second one was alright, with the kid stuck on the bus. I saw bits and
So
pieces.
he just ripped his head off and then, like, replaced his head?
Yeah. I did see I saw bits and pieces of the first one, and I believe the third one, and please be kind in the comments, please. I believe the third one was where the dudes on the motorcycles like ran into his truck in the woods or whatever, and like he shoots that stupid thing. They're corny. Just go ahead, continue. I don't want to.
There was a movie I actually enjoyed watching when I grew up, and it's probably one of the underrated movies, one of the ones people don't know too much about. And we're gonna get into that next. We're gonna do like favorite movies that you probably don't know about. There was a series called the Boogeyman series. There were literally movies about the Boogeyman and like this kid being scared of the Boogeyman, and you know he was so scared he basically made him real.
Yeah.
So those were two good movies that I enjoyed personally. Yeah, let's do underrated. Let's do movies that you probably like but people don't know about. Whether you want to continue the horror theme for another 10 minutes or go into a different route. But if you have the horror movies, why not?
Alright, so I don't necessarily have a movie, so we may have to go with a show.
Scary show?
Yeah. What the hell's the show called? I've seen all 3 seasons. I can't think of the life of me.
Is it the one where
Slasher.
Oh,
Slasher.
you told me about that.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
That show, when I first, it's a Canadian show. It's like a anthology, kind of like how American Horror Story was. That show scared the shit out of me. First season, it was Second season was wild. And then the third season was kind of wild too. Not as good as the second, but...
Netflix?
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. Yo, if anyone out there listening to this, watch it. Let us know what you think of it. Let me know what you think of it. I probably won't watch it, but I'm gonna try.
Tell you
I'm terrible.
You're going to like it.
I'm terrible with watching things, bro.
Oh, there's also another fun fact. I accidentally started watching that show on the second season on Netflix. I don't know why.
Oh man, so you had all this hype for the first season, and it was like...
And this first season kind of fell flat. It was still kind of freaky, but it's almost like a horror mystery thriller type show, but it's still very good, and the kills are brutal.
All right, well, I got a couple of movies that like hopefully you watch, and like hopefully anyone who watches has watched before. or decides to want to watch, a couple movies that like people probably don't know about but should give a watch to. 13 Ghosts. Now, 13 Ghosts is about this family who move into this house, and it's haunted by 13 spirits. And my favorite scene in that movie, I won't spoil the movie too much. I'm just going to spoil this one scene. My favorite scene, whenever I think of this movie, I remember it, and like I think of it in the situation, was where there's this lady spirit ghost, and she was taking a bath in the bathtub, but like you can't see them unless you have glasses, right? And she's taking a bath in this bathtub, and like the water is blood. But in the girl's eye, who's not a ghost, it's water. So like she's rinsing her face off with water, but when you look at the ghost, she's like washing herself with blood. And like I like the movie. I like 13 Ghosts. It was a good movie to me.
The only thing I remember from that movie is that white girl getting crushed in between the wall. That's the only thing I remember from that movie. That, and I did like the Juggernaut monster.
Yeah. Second movie, Ghost Ship. A lot of ghost themed here, but Ghost Ship was like a mystery movie type of thriller type of thing. It wasn't really scary, but like it's a good movie. I grew up with it, and I liked watching it. I watched it multiple times, and I never got tired of it. For those who like, it might ring a bell too, but they don't quite know. It was that movie where everyone pretty much got decapitated by a string on a ship, besides a little girl because she was short. I think those were my two.
You know what? There might be a movie that no one really knows about, but I feel like a lot of people do. But it's a movie called The Terrifier. It's about this dude that dresses up as a clown, black and white suit, black and white paint, and it is crazy. Like I don't even want to give anything away. Just you gotta watch it. Some of the shit this motherfucker does is nuts.
What's it called?
The Terrifier. It's on Netflix.
Terrifier.
Ooh, excuse me. It's on Netflix. I saw it like a year and a half ago, and I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?"
See, I don't know if I can take his word for things like this because he loves bad movies. Like something he watched, he might enjoy so much, but like I'll see him like, what the fuck did you just make me watch, bro?
Well,
what is this?
It's almost like a B movie. I mean, you can clearly tell that it's a B movie, but it's still, I think, a very good movie. And
like straight to DVD.
I don't know if it went straight to DVD. It might have went straight to Netflix. But I mean, if anyone watching this knows Watch Mojo on YouTube.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah, they covered that movie. I said it's a really good movie.
All right, bet. All
And
right,
yes,
cool.
I am known to like bad movies, so whatever.
We might cover one of those bad movies in another part. Because this podcast is coming to you in sections. Damn it. 3 hours long.
All right, so how about this? Most disappointing horror movie.
Disappointing. I know yours. I don't want to steal yours. I don't want to steal it. You go ahead and go first. I need to think.
It Chapter 2.
I know.
No questions asked. Actually, you know what? You can say Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. I was disappointed in them. Chapter 1, the one thing that disappointed me was I don't like how they switched the roles of the kids. Like Ben, the heavyset kid, was supposed to be the architect of the group. Like he's the one in the book that helped them build the dam. And then Michael was supposed to be the historian of the group. So I don't understand why they felt they had to switch their roles. Like why give Ben the architect and then the historian of the group, and basically Michael was just fucking like, I don't know. It really pissed me off, and I'm not trying to say it's a black thing or it's a white thing. I just want to know why. Why did they feel compelled to switch their roles? And then the second one, it wasn't good. Second one was fucking stupid. It was, they had to go and they had to, I don't even freaking remember because I lost interest. I just lost interest. Like, they had to go and find some bullshit or whatever. So you basically knew what was going to happen.
They're like artifacts or something.
Yeah, they had to go find their artifacts. You basically knew what already was going to go happen. They go to the place where you got to find the artifact. They have a little, they meet someone, blah, blah, blah. Turns out to be it. They get the artifact, boom, moves on. It was fucking retarded. Absolutely retarded. Just frustrated. I'm just frustrated. It Chapter 2 was fucking boring. Boring.
Yeah.
The best part of the movie was when fucking it killed that little girl under the bleachers at the football game. I think it was a football game. That's the best part of the movie.
It was a game.
Yeah.
I like the door scene. They like did the door scene again.
Yeah.
With like not scary, scarier. I like that scene. I don't know why. It was thoroughly entertaining to me.
Yeah, I feel like stick to the fucking book. I hate when I understand certain shit you gotta switch up. I get that. But you didn't have to switch all that up. Like, I don't understand why. You know what? Move on.
He's getting heated just talking about it. It's bringing him out of his hangover.
Because the miniseries was the one horror movie when I was a kid that I absolutely loved, was obsessed with, still love and obsessed with to this day. Like when I found out they were doing the remake way back in 2010 or 2011, I was psyched. I was all in. I waited 6-7 years for them to finally put this movie out. The movie comes out, I'm like, yo, this is freaking booty water, man. Like, it's fucking retarded.
Alright, so disappointing movie. I mean, I could go on the record and saying every scary movie that comes out now is disappointing.
Yeah, you could.
But I'll pick a specific one because it made me laugh more than anything. The Blair Witch Project. Now, I went to see this with Ray All Day and his friend.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the original.
No,
They did come out with a remake.
they came out with a remake,
Damn, I forgot all about that.
and I was really disappointed in it as a scary movie because it didn't scare me. If anything, it made me laugh. That one scene, and anyone who's seen it knows what scene I'm talking about, where like whatever the fuck the spirit, I don't even know what the hell is the haunted thing in that movie, but it picked up a tent, threw it into the air, and then threw it on the guy in the camera. And like in the movie theater, me and Ray all day were just cracking up because like it literally just threw a tent at somebody. Like, how do you want me to take this seriously? How do you want me to be scared of that? You just hit a man with a tent.
And he died.
Did he die? I don't know.
I ain't never seen it.
I don't remember. The movie wasn't memorable. It even ended in the most unscary way possible. The girl was just like standing in the corner helpless and like, I think it was the girl. And, you know, obviously something was behind her, this tall, lanky, skinny fucking thing. It was just disappointing. But do you have anything you want to say before we wrap up this part?
It remake sucks.
I kept that in. I kept that in. That's gonna do it for this part, guys. Stay tuned for part 2. We're gonna talk about maybe action movies,
Maybe comedy.
maybe comedy.
Whatever we feel like it.
Yeah, we'll see.